saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy. No, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they're coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping talking paper. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Denver. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Hicks. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Hicks, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. He'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Intercepted by the Saints. Will take over at first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side to Olave. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up no down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Saints. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
First down throw for Nix. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eye. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Throw it. Nix. No chance at all. He'll go down. Pete Werner in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Saints. First down.
They'll run over center with White. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Okay, break. Let's go. Hey,
Olave is the motion man.
19 tight. Ready,
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Open hand, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
13 yards. First down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's over everybody out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Down. Ready.
Here's a give up the middle with White. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rubber, 18.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Swing this one out to White. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are able to move in front. It's now 10-8.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Harden. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
A gain of 4
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. Finding space at the 15. And he'll take this one in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
And he's got it. Add 2 to the column. And the lead is now 6.
16. Saints 10.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Tiger, 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up
All
2nd
things
and
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back deep for Olave. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Nick's net on 1st and 10. Comeback route, and he's got it. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
Here's Nix to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Pete Werner working his way in to earn his second sack of this first half.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. It is 3rd and long.
Captain, ready!
Throwing is Nix. Going up top. Long incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Patrick Surtain.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He connects with Mims, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Second down, Nix. That's swung out to Harvey, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2. Here we go. He'll try to run here with Harvey. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now, faking the give, he lets one go. Looking for Shaheed.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Olave is the motion man. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay,
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19 Charger, 19.
They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. And he just about did a pirouette there. Spinning and turning for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Moving up, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
On the give, it's White. White loses the football. The Broncos have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On my set.
They'll go play action with Hicks. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
And it really starts with the blitz pickup by the guys up front. I mean, the defense, they sold out. They're trying to get home. The offense is ready. They end up using their aggressiveness against them, and they pick up a nice gain through the air.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
On my set.
Throwing. Nix forced to his right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Harvey will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Captain.
The Broncos will line up for
From the shotgun, here's Nix.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from my basement person. Ground control on the soul like Bowie.
Ready. 60 back. 6.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
He's going to air this one out, and he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. A pickup of 44 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught by Hargis. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by White. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Throws left side, that's Johnson. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got his man, that's Olave. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. Certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Come 19, come 19. Ready?
Back to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
They'll set up the streak. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so Sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that
into space. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards.
First down. First and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. This one complete to Bryant. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now, a second down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Riley. On the handoff, it's White. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Olave is the motion man.
79 Broncos.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 8.
70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Broncos take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll throw it left and oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. Here's second and 2. Here's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's third and 2. To throw is Nix. This one caught at the 4. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's into the end zone yet again. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. It is his third touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Ready, set. Tag. Warriors 7, press all 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
6 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Come on, come on.
First down.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
This is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was looking for Rashad White out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second and goal.
60 Bobcats, 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. They
go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Into space at the 45. And play will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. That is now 6 consecutive victories.